pace of this fast life we're all living, all our obligations, our aspirations. How's your health? Are you taking good care of you? Well, our next guest, naturopath Sheridan Genrich, has insights on how to keep your body trim without any major overhaul to the business of living your life. Good to have you with us today, Sheridan. Many people would like to shed a few pounds around the waist, and that's where we'll fix our focus today. When we have excess weight there, why is that a real health concern and more than just a cosmetic issue?
Yeah, good morning. So excess body fat is a health concern in itself, but belly fat in particular is actually what they know from research, an endocrine organ. So it's actually releasing hormones that influence metabolism and inflammation. So fat tissue not only stores estrogen, but it also produces it. And as in women, especially after menopause, this becomes their main source of estrogen. And when fat is stored largely around the abdominal area, it's affecting the internal organs there, which is visceral fat, and that's the main health concern. And where we store our body fat is largely determined by genetics, hormones, our age, and how we live our lifestyle and what we eat. So these are the main issues and why it's very frustrating for some people to try and just focus on one thing to fix it.
And Sheridan, what are the main causes of excess weight developing around the waist?
Yeah, so the causes are usually diet related, maybe refined carbs and sugars, could be the hormonal changes, even excessive stress, poor sleep, that's all hormonal driven as well. Too much alcohol is the other one that research shows is affecting belly fat, and lack of exercise from our computer-based lifestyles that we have. And many people have a combination of these factors at play.
Now, I sense a few solutions coming through these identified areas of trouble, but we often hear that just doing more sit-ups can work for losing belly fat. Is that true, or what else should people focus on instead?
Yeah, that's definitely a myth. Targeting belly fat with spot exercises like sit-ups just simply does not work. You have to be able to reduce the body fat, and that's what numerous studies and my own clinical experience have shown, that it goes beyond just one solution. And focusing on the four causes of the areas of where our habits are lacking a little is really where an individual can identify the fastest way to start and make changes in these four habit areas. So it's very individual.
And amongst those four areas, how should people know, which one they should target first?
Yeah, I would look at, is it excessive alcohol? Is it hormonal changes? Is it lack of exercise or diet? And being a nutritionist and naturopath, I'll start with diet because that's usually the first one that people underestimate. So eating a diet that's high in protein, especially, well, let's say high, that's very variable, but 30 grams at each meal is a really key point of helping you feel full, stopping those energy crashes, and pairing that with fiber at each meal is going to keep your microbiome happy as well as slow down those glucose spikes. And that's where the cravings come from. So berries, vegetables, nuts and seeds, they're all really should be part of our daily diet. And then the healthy fats also, don't forget those, because actually when we crave carbs and all those excess sugars, it comes from just missing something in our main meals. And it sounds like a lot, but these just become habits as well with our diet. And then the exercise is the other part.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it also seems to create a kind of domino effect. So you start eating better, start feeling better, maybe exercise doesn't look so scary.
Yeah.
But how long should it take for someone to expect to see improvements once they begin on your recommendations?
Well, as providing you're sleeping well and you've also got a little bit of movement, then usually 4 to 6 weeks is going to see some improvements. Obviously, if you've dropped the alcohol as well. But really, it's going to be months. It depends on how long it's taken someone to get that extra weight build up. And to be realistic, patient, and consistent is really the key part of helping someone succeed. Because when we want quick fixes, but it's taken maybe a year to build up that excessive weight, it's just not realistic. And I want people to succeed.
Certainly seems much more doable with all these very practical tips, which you rightly put can just become habits. You just start with one and then implement and keep adding. Thank you so much for your time today, Sheridan Genrich. Good to speak with you.
Thanks for having me.